Hey yummies, it's Mo and I am back again with another mukbang video, and today we are going to be feasting on a moderately requested vegan meal. So on the menu I've got a whole fresh cucumber that I've sliced up and I'm going to put balsamic vinaigrette dressing on it. I've got chicken nuggets. Well, they're not really chicken nuggets. They are the Gardein brand. They call them their 7-grain crispy tenders. I've got sweet potato fries, I've got guacamole, and then I've got some mini Bella mushrooms. So as usual, I'm starving. I'm gonna pour some water and then we are going to get snacking and doing a little bit of catching up. All right, got my Black Girl Magic cup here. Y'all, I am so hungry. My mushrooms were the final thing I cooked, so they're still pretty hot. I guess I can show you guys. You can see there. I just sauteed these with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and that's it. And they're so bomb. I'm so happy to be eating. And I'm burning up because I'm always so frantic when I'm filming. I'm like cooking and then trying to set everything up, and then I'm hungry and then I'm hot, and I turn the air off because I don't want you guys to hear like any extra noise if I can prevent it. So next here I've got guacamole. This was made with an entire large avocado, and this is Chipotle's recipe. Did you guys know that you can get Chipotle's real guacamole recipe from their website, and it tastes just like theirs? And I'm super happy that I found it because I don't like onions, and I feel like they put a lot of onions in their guacamole, and I like literally when I get guacamole from them, I will pick out every onion. Like, it's very tedious, but their guacamole is so good that I deal with it. And now, thank God, I can just make my own onion free. That makes me super happy. I kid you not. I mean, it's their recipe, so it tastes just like theirs. These aren't their chips though. These chips I got, they're on the border. The chips that they sell in the store, and they are like super bomb. My sweet potato fries was like a medium. I don't say it was a small sweet potato, but it was kind of chunky. And I put them in the oven, sliced it up, put it in the oven with butter and brown sugar. Vegan butter. I've showed you guys the vegan butter from my popcorn video. I think it's called Earth Balance. And it tastes just like butter to me. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I've got just ketchup to dip my chicken fingers in. And it's vegan. I'll show you guys these little vegan chicken strips. They're really good. So, those of you who follow me on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. It's at mukbangmo. MUKBANGMO. Let me see if you guys can see the inside. See? It looks like chicken. And it's not bad. I actually really enjoy them. This is actually the third bag. This batch here is the third bag that I've bought. So, definitely recommend. So, like I was saying, those of you who follow me on Instagram, saw a couple weeks ago I had put up a post saying that I was going to try a vegan diet. And I went and did a grocery haul. I'm not sure if I'm going to post it or not. The lighting was kind of weird. But if you guys want me to, voice your opinion down below. I'll show you what I bought. But so yeah, I went vegan for 8 days. I mean, like, pure vegan. I did the damn thing. And I don't know if 8 days is a long enough time for me to, like, really speak on it. But as we eat this meal, I'll tell you guys, like, my experience and my thoughts on it. I'm gonna eat a little bit though because I'm starving. Oh, and you guys, look, I got my natural hair out. You guys haven't seen my natural hair in forever. You haven't seen my real hair, I should say, since my earlier mukbang days when it was still relaxed. And since I shaved it bald a year ago, last July, I shaved it completely bald. So this is my little debut for you guys. What do you think? I figured since I was doing a vegan video, I would try to, you know, be, I don't want to say super all natural because I still have makeup on. Let's jump into these cucumbers. So when I was vegan, this was probably something that I ate almost every day. Like, I actually enjoyed, oh crap, that's spilling over. This meal. Like, I probably ate the guacamole every day. I ate the mushrooms every day. I ate the sweet potato every day. Yeah, I mostly ate this like every day for that whole 8 days. I mean, there was other things I would eat, you know, a lot of fruit and smoothies and stuff. But this was probably on the menu at least once a day, every day. It's just cucumbers. You guys know what cucumbers look like. So excited. Yeah, see, my shirt is Bob Marley. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Bob Marley shirt. I wore this shirt when I went on that Caribbean cruise with Maya. There's vlog footage of that cruise if you guys want to see it. That's actually some of the first videos I ever made. It was the first videos I ever made. I was gonna show you guys some of the Gardein brand. I watched a couple of vegan videos to see like different meatless meat options I could eat, and a lot of people swore by this Gardein brand, and it's not too shabby. I have tried 3 different I don't know, products of theirs. So I showed you guys the crispy chicken tenders. These are really, really good. Like, those are bomb. That's what I'm eating here. I think a child would eat them and not know any different. I'm sure if you use like different stuff to dip it in. That's what was kind of annoying at first for me, because like I wanted to dip it in sauces that weren't vegan. Like most dipping sauces have some form of like dairy in them. So that was kind of annoying. Or honey. I also tried these fishless fillets from the same brand. These are pretty good. I kind of had, let's see, if I could rate them on a scale of like 0 to 5. The chicken tenders, for what they are, I would give them a 5, definitely. What do I do with it? The fishless fillets, I would rate these a 3.5. I thought they were good. Well, would I give them a 4? I would give them a 4. I would give these a 4. The thing that I found when I was eating those is, like, you can't eat too many of them. So I think I might have made like 4 or 5 of them in a serving. And, excuse me. I kind of found that like after I would eat the second one, they kind of started to taste funny. So initially I was like these are pretty good for what they are. And then, like I said, after the second one, I was like, I don't know. I mean, I would still finish them off, but they just didn't appeal to me like after two. You guys, so it does take me forever to chew my food, which is not a bad thing. But can you believe I get a lot of comments where people get like all pissy because they're like, it takes her like 6 minutes to chew one bite. I'm like, whatever. There are plenty of other mukbangs that you can watch where people like literally just swallow their food. I think it's disgusting personally. Like, and actually it bothers me. Like, why aren't you chewing your food? Like, they'll just put food in their mouth and then just swallow it. So I'm sorry if it bothers you guys that I thoroughly chew my food before swallowing. But the last product that I tried of the Gardening brand was these sweet and sour porkless bites. These were a definite no. Like a solid no. These, to me, was like when you think about trying vegan meat and you're just kind of like standoffish about it, like apprehensive because you think it's going to taste gross and weird because it's not meat. That's the kind of vibes I got from these. Like, I ate 2 of them. Like, I ate the first one. I'm like, oh God. And then I didn't want to be like that. And so like I waited a little bit and then like came back to it and tried another one. I mean, those are a definite 0 for me. I didn't like those at all. Like the flavor, the texture, the smell. I didn't like them. But I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And like I said, this is my 3rd bag of chicken strips. And another thing I bought while I was vegan, what I'll tell you about. Well, I guess I'll just tell you like what my reasons for doing it was. So I've always kind of like kept my eye on veganism, obviously because it's like super popular right now. And you hear all these like wonderful positive things about being vegan. And so I've always like wanted to do it for like the health benefits that people say comes along with it. Excuse me. And so that was like something that I always like wanted to take advantage of. Like, I just kind of, I don't know, like I said, I really was intrigued by like, oh, it heals all these ailments that you may possibly have. So I was like, okay, but I never actually tried it because I like meat. I've told you guys, like, especially in my barbecue video, I'm like, I don't see how they do it. Like, I don't see how vegans do it. Like, I love meat. I want meat. I gotta have my meat. And that's when I got a lot of requests. There's a lot of vegans that actually watch me, and I appreciate you guys, like, being able to, like, support my channel and hang out with me when I'm eating, like, meat. But yeah, so a lot of the vegans on that video kind of chimed in and was like, you should at least try it or make a vegan mukbang. So I was like, okay. So anywho, I didn't think that I could give up the meat or the animal byproducts. That was actually really hard as well. The thing that pushed me over the edge and finally got me to at least try it was I finally sat and watched one of the, you know, veganism type movies where, like, they show you, like, where our food comes from and where just a lot of different products come from, and, like, just the livestock and the animal cruelty, basically. So I had heard about these different type of films, and I just never really wanted to watch them because I was like, for what? Like, I don't like watching stuff like that. I honestly will mute the TV and look away when they have, like, those, like, animal cruelty commercials with those sad puppies and kitties and they're all abused and half dead. Like, I don't like looking at those. Like, I won't look at them because it's sad and it upsets me. So I kind of felt like ignorance is bliss when it came to, you know, like, where our actual food comes from. Like, I just didn't want to know. And I don't even know what possessed me to watch one of the films. I think somehow I might have watched, like, one vegan video on YouTube, and then a bunch of them started coming up, and I just started watching a bunch of them, and then I was like, I kind of want to try it. Let me watch one of these documentaries and see, like, if that will push me over the edge. And I watched one, and it definitely pushed me over the edge to finally try being a vegan. Which I should say, plant-based diet. Doing some of my research, I found that a lot of vegans, like, it's more to being a vegan than just what you consume, like eating. And so if you're just, like, doing the eating portion of being a vegan, they will prefer that you just say that you're on a plant-based diet. So I'll probably use that interchangeably doing this mukbang. I don't know if I should finish my last chicken strip. I kind of feel like maybe I should save it until, like, everything else kind of goes down. We'll do that. And so basically the documentary that I ended up watching was Earthlings. And honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend people see it. It was horrible. Like, it's like a 2-hour long documentary. And it's just sad. Like, it is very, very, very sad. It definitely plays on your emotions. Like, they know what they're doing. Definitely plays on your emotions. And I mean, like I said, that's kind of what it took for me to be like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm gonna do it. Like, that's horrible. And that's what pushed me over the edge. And that varies. After the movie went off, like, I took a shower and I went directly to the grocery store while everything was still fresh, and, you know, I went vegan grocery shopping. So that started my, you know, 8-day long vegan journey. To be honest with you, this is kind of how I felt about the 8 days. I found myself very frustrated with the grocery shopping and what you can and can't eat. So while I was at the grocery store, obviously you start off in the produce section. I'm like, okay, no problem. And I bought, you know, a bunch of vegetables and a bunch of fruits, fresh. And I knew that I wanted to try the gardening products, as that's something that I saw on, like, the videos that I was watching on YouTube. I don't know. I think just when I started thinking about, like, other things, like, I found it frustrating that I had to constantly, like, question, like, is this vegan? Is this vegan? Is this vegan? Like, just, like I said, even just the dipping sauces for the chicken. I I know I wanted to make like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I'm like, is the bread vegan? And then I'm like, is the jelly vegan? Because a lot of jelly brands have gelatin in them, and that is like animal byproduct, so that's not vegan. You know, your butters, your milks, like, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of products low key have, like, if it's not just appear like, oh, this has meat in it, or oh, this is an egg from a chicken. Oh, here comes the ambulance. Let that pass. Hopefully there won't be a second one coming. And so anyway, I just feel like a lot of things you have to like look at everything. Like, even when I wanted to use like my vinaigrette dressing, like like everything, I feel like you have to be like, is this vegan? Because a lot of stuff low key has animal product in it. Like, even when I did that popcorn and wine video, people were like, well, it's popcorn. Like, popcorn's vegan. Like, yeah, but then you got to consider the butter that you put on your popcorn. And then the wine, you would think wine is mainly just grapes, you know, like fermented grapes, and it's vegan. But wine is not vegan. Like, I explained all of that, I think, in the video where they use animal byproducts in the process of making the wine. And so it's not vegan. You have to like go and seek out like specific wine that is vegan. It's crazy. That was a crunchy one. So anywho, I was just kind of frustrated a lot at the grocery store, like trying to think of things that I like or that I would normally eat, and having to like check for everything to see if it's vegan or not. I just found that to be kind of like irritating. I also felt like my options to what I could eat was just very limited. And I know a lot of vegans get offended by that. Like, oh, there's this huge world of all these different things you can eat. So many different recipes and all that kind of stuff. And with that being said, I was going to show you, I actually bought this book. And honestly, y'all, I haven't even looked at this book. It was still in the package until I started this video. And then I took it out the package so that I can show you. It's called Sweet Potato Soul. I don't know if her name is Janae Claiborne. And she's actually a YouTuber on here. You guys can find her YouTube channel, I think, is Sweet Potato Soul. And she's an African-American vegan woman. And so, yeah, she's got this recipe book. And like I said, I haven't looked at it at all. But it looks pretty good. Like, here's some breakfast stuff here. Oh, there's a picture of her on the back. I'll show you in a sec. See what else we got. I don't know. I kind of feel like as a vegan, stuff like this, I don't know that I would eat this. Like, this is sweet corn succotash. I feel like if it's too vegetable-y, I don't know. I also just don't like beans and legumes, which I was like, as a vegan, I'm going to have to find a way to like them, because that's going to be a problem if I don't. She's got this sweet Jesus mac and cheese recipe. What is this? Jackfruit jambalaya. So she's got a lot of, here's a picture of her. She's a pretty woman, and she actually just got married. So congratulations on your marriage. So yeah, anyways, I bought this book to like try some of her recipes and find different things to eat, different things to cook. And I probably will still use it. I mean, I'm not vegan anymore. I only went 8 days, but I kind of think maybe I'll designate like 2 or 3 days out of the week that are meatless. I feel like I could pull that off. So those are the reasons why I went vegan. Like, I wanted to experience like a healthier lifestyle. And I felt horrible for the animals. Like, I mean, I was like torn up. Like, just my heart, just, it hurt. Like, even just watching that documentary, like, I feel like I could like literally feel like my heart aching. It was just really hard to watch. There were a couple times that I wanted to turn it off. I wanted to turn my head, and I kind of felt like, no, like, you need to watch this. You need to see what's happening. Like, it was hard. There were some times that I What I did close my eyes. Like, it might have been too gory, or just, so there were, I don't know, I would say that the whole 2 hours, maybe, 5 different times where I would just, like, I couldn't, like, it's crazy. And I do feel like there's a good chance that it might be overly exaggerated, but the fact that they even had footage of the bullshit that we were able to see, it's just sad. It seemed like a lot of the footage was also outdated. So I don't know if the government has done anything about, like, making, these facilities, like, better and stuff. I don't know. It was just, it was a lot. It was very hard to watch. Like, really hard. In the documentary, it went, like, beyond food, like, it talked about, like, livestock and where our food comes from. And then it just talked about pets. It talked about, like, circuses and, like, they didn't even talk about SeaWorld. I watched a documentary, I think it's called Blackfish or something like that, about SeaWorld. That shit exposed the hell out of them, but that ain't stopped nobody from, like, going and supporting them and shutting that shit down, which is unfortunate. But just, like, the treatment of animals, rather it's food, rather it's a pet, rather it's entertainment, rather it's like clothing, experiments. They showed, like, animal and stuff's tested on animals, and it's crazy. Like, like, even now I'm like, I just feel guilty. Like, obviously I went back after my 8 days, and I was wondering, like, how I would respond to it. Like, the going back and eating meat and stuff. And it was easier than I kind of expected. I didn't know if I would get sick. I didn't know if I would feel sick, like, just mentally. And I would say that I feel like everything's normal with me. Like, I didn't get sick when I went back to eating meat. I haven't had red meat, now that I think about it, since before I went vegan. I've just been having chicken and fish. But yeah, either way, I was okay with going back. Every now and then I do, like, I think about it. It does cross my mind to where I feel, like, sorry for all the animals and, like, what they had to go through. And so I will say, like, a silent prayer to myself to try to make myself feel better, where I'll be like, I'm sorry, that you did live the life that you lived. And, like, I thank you for your sacrifice, like, to feed me and to nourish me. I don't know. Like, I try not to take it for granted, I guess. But it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. So there's that. So the 8 days that I was vegan, it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I will say that. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I did notice a pattern. It seemed like every third day I would get angry about being a vegan, because I would want, like, meat. I would want those options. I would want to taste it. And so I would just be angry about it. Like, like, I knew I wanted to go at least a week. I told myself, like, at least do a week, Mo. Like, you can do a week. And yeah, like, every third day I noticed that I would have, like, a straight attitude. Like, I would just be angry and irritated. And then I'd get over it. Like, on the 4th day I'd be fine. 5th day I'd be fine. And then the 6th day would come, and then I would just be angry all over again. So, I didn't notice any physical changes. Like I said, it was only 8 days. I don't know that I was expecting to feel... Honestly, yeah, I did. I did expect to feel different after 8 days. I think I expected to feel different enough that it would keep me going longer. Like, oh wow, look at this. Like, my skin is so much more vibrant, and mentally I feel so much clearer. And bloating, I remember, because I bloat really bad when I eat, like really bad. Like, your girl looked like she's 5 months pregnant bad. And I was looking forward to like not bloating, having cut out dairy, and then like just the heavy dense meat. I still bloated like nobody's business the whole time. When I Googled it, I saw that, they were saying like, oh, there's this huge fiber intake from all the fresh fruits and vegetables. And that when you basically have like a huge influx of fiber like that it could cause you to bloat. But it never stopped. Like, even after the 8 days, like, I still bloated after every meal. Speaking of fiber, I think the number one difference that I felt that was super noticeable was my digestive system. And I'll talk about that in the description box because it's kind of inappropriate for like eating, like talking about like bowels and stuff. So yeah, I'll put that stuff in the description box until you like, that was the number one difference. Like, I'll just explain in detail what happened to me when I went vegan for those 8 days. I hope the lighting is okay. It's getting ready to storm. Well, it's raining now, but the rain clouds are like really pushing through, so it's getting dark. So I think that's all I have to say about it. I don't know. It was an experience. Like I said, 8 days is not enough to like, I feel like, really be able to give like a true opinion or report, but I made it 8 days. The first thing I ate when I stopped being vegan or stopped eating plant-based was salmon. I had some salmon. And I had a salad, and the salad had cheese, bacon bits, and ranch dressing on it. And then I had some asparagus and mashed potatoes. This was at a restaurant, so I don't know if the mashed potatoes had like milk or butter in them. They might have. Oh, that's one thing I want to tell you guys. When I was vegan, that would also make me so angry and so frustrated, is that I was always hungry, just constant hunger. It didn't matter what I ate. It didn't matter how much I ate. I was just always hungry. And that used to kind of piss me off. Like, I didn't want to have to just sit and eat all goddamn day. Like, who has time for that? To just be eating constantly. Because I could never get full. Here, I'll bring this stuff in. So that was pretty annoying, was the constant hunger. Like I said, I would eat, even like this meal, the cucumbers I get, that's probably mainly just water. But I don't know, mushrooms have a lot of nutritional property. And I know like a couple of the research vlogs and articles that I read and watched were saying like mushrooms are really popular in plant-based diets because it kind of helps you feel like you've got meat. Like, I guess the flesh of the mushroom, it's chewy, that it kind of gives you that, this is as meaty as I'm gonna get. And this is a whole carton of mushrooms, whole cucumber, whole sweet potato. I think I had 5 chicken strips. This is an entire avocado. And like I said, a package of mushrooms. And I would eat all of this and still be hungry and mad about it. So that's probably one of my biggest complaints, was that I just never felt full. The mushrooms are so good though. I did all that talking. I didn't show you guys my mushrooms, right? I think I did. I like the chips that's got a little bubble on them, like an air bubble. I don't know if you guys can tell that this one is one of those. They're my favorite. I like the crunch factor. And even when you crunch it, it's got a different sound and a different feel to it. And a lot of their chips, every so often you'll get one that's got bubbles. Like this one's got bubbles. This one's got bubbles. A lot of them have bubbles and that makes me happy. That was another thing that I was looking forward to and was disappointed about trying the plant-based diet was getting the itis. Like I thought for sure, because you hear a lot of people say that, like, oh, I don't feel, all groggy and drugged down after a meal. I still have all this energy, and I didn't feel energized, and I still got the itis. Like even after eating, I would still get the itis. I mean, I guess I could say, to be fair, it wasn't as bad as if I was eating, like a carnivorous diet. So yeah, I don't know. I still had the itis after eating. But like I said, it was only 8 days. I can't believe I'm just now realizing I never had, or I haven't had red meat since before I went vegan. And now that I think about that, one of the Gardein products, I have another one that's actually still in the freezer. They're meatless, was it ground, meatless ground, I think that's what they call it, where it's basically like ground beef. Um, I tried that because I tried to make some spaghetti one night, and I can't really give an opinion on how I felt about it. I mean, it looks like hamburger meat, and the texture was okay, I guess. Like I said, it was in spaghetti. So I guess it didn't bother me, but it didn't taste good. But I won't blame that on the Gardein brand, because I tried a different brand of spaghetti sauce than I normally try. It was the Bertolli. I had tried their spaghetti sauce, and it was like a tomato basil one, and I think it was too heavy on the basil. Like there was a lot of basil in it, and I just didn't like the sauce. So I don't know if it was like a combination of like the sauce and the meatless ground, or if it was just both. But the spaghetti, I mean, I ate it because it wasn't like disgusting, but I didn't enjoy it. And I think that was the last vegan meal that I had before I had quit eating the plant-based diet exclusively, because I was like, this is some bullshit. I am getting a little bit full now, but I think that's because I did all this damn talking. Like, we've been hanging out for like almost an hour. Only like 45 minutes. I'm trying to get to the sauce down here, or the dressing. This one's got a bubble. It's so satisfying. This one does too. I got something new that's been going on with me. So about a month ago, I so I was I haven't done. Remember, I told you guys that I was doing yoga. I'm not doing that anymore. I just stopped because my yoga instructor got a different job, and so she wasn't able to meet with me in the mornings like we were doing. And then the other yoga instructor that I was doing acro yoga with, that was just more like just for fun that he was doing on his time. Like I wasn't actually paying him for that. So I just don't do that with him because he hasn't really invited me to. But yeah, so anyways, I did it for like 5 weeks, which once again for me is that's pretty good for me to do something for 5 weeks straight, because usually I'll do something and then just stop, like I'll just fall off. So 5 weeks isn't too shabby for me. So anyways, and I probably would have kept doing it had she still been available. And so anywho, I had noticed like shortly after I stopped doing yoga, and I don't know if the two have anything to do with each other or not, but I was having like really bad back problems. Like my back was just so achy. I just hurting so bad. And so one morning, like I was kind of like up for the day, but you know, sometimes you'll like wake up, but then you stay in bed for just a little bit longer. It was like one of those situations. And so I remember I was laying on my stomach and like my back was just killing me. It was hurting so bad. And then I was like, well, maybe if I turn around and lay just flat on my back, like it won't be as uncomfortable, like it won't hurt as bad. And so when I went to like turn myself over, I somehow fucked my neck up. Like in the process of like flipping over, I mean, neck was just, I don't know what you would call it, like just out of place. Like, and so I was stuck like this. And like I had to like hold my head up. I could not move my head. Like it was horrible. And so I remember like finding a way to like get myself to sit up in bed, and my neck was just stuck, like, and it hurt. Like every time I would try to like push it back up, like I would push it back up, I couldn't move it back up. It hurt so bad. I didn't know what to do because I'm like, oh my god, like is my neck stuck like this? Like what do I do? And so I'm just sitting in bed and I'm like, head just all messed up. And I was like, well, maybe I'm just overreacting. Like maybe after a few seconds, you know, I can shake it off and I'll be okay, and just be like, man, what was that about? And it just didn't go away. I didn't know what to do. I just started crying. Like I just started crying and was like, oh my gosh. And so finally I was like, okay, it's not going away. It's not fading out. Like there's something wrong. And so like I said, I didn't know if I should go to the emergency room or if I was just supposed to go to like a chiropractor's office. I didn't know. So I went with chiropractor just because I thought it might be cheaper than going to the emergency room. And so I got on my phone and like Googled local chiropractors, and I probably called like 8 of them before somebody was finally able to get me in. Because all the places, they were either booked out or still closed from the holiday. And so I finally found an office that could get me in right away. And so I get dressed as best as I could. Like that was a hassle because my neck was fucked up. Like I was seriously like holding it up. I timed out. I don't know what the last thing caught was. So I don't know if the camera caught that I said that like I wasn't able to drive my car. I couldn't drive myself because I couldn't move my neck to like properly drive around town. And so I had to call an Uber. Called an Uber. Like round trip, that was like $45. And then it was like awkward because I'm like in the Uber car. And you can tell that I have been crying. I was just in a bad mood. Like I just woke up and was dealing with all that fuckery. And sometimes, you know, Uber drivers will try to like talk to you. And so he was trying to make conversation, and I'm like kind of just not into it. I'm like, my neck hurts. You were taking me to the chiropractor's office to see what's going on. Like, can we just leave it at that? And he was, you know, he got the hint. So it was just awkward though, because now we're just driving in silence, and I'm sitting there with like my neck all over to the side and like sniffling because I was still just so upset and crying. So I'm like sniffling. It was just it was embarrassing. I was awkward. I was probably awkward for him too. And yeah, so get to the chiropractor's office, and the place that I'm going to, like, so it's like an ongoing thing, but they're like really good. I really like the office that I ended up with. The doctors are nice. Obviously there's just one in particular that works on me, but the whole staff, like the receptionist, and then like the little, I don't know, like CNAs, I don't know what they would be called, the helpers, the chiropractors, like assistants. Everybody's really nice. So basically, they ran x-rays. She fixed my neck, like, and I don't like that. Like, so I've been going since the first week of July. I go twice a week. And now I'm down to just going once a week because everything's kind of like getting better. But when I go, she does those adjustments, which is basically like her cracking my goddamn spine and neck. I don't like it. I don't like the sound of it. It doesn't hurt, but I think it just freaks me out more so when it's like I'm just like, my neck. And then she's like, and I'm like, I don't like it. I do feel better afterwards. So I actually had an adjustment today. And sometimes I notice though that like I'm a little sore after the adjustment. So she adjusted my neck and back again today. And my neck has been fine, but she, for whatever reason, still feels the need to keep adjusting it. And I trust her because then, like, it's your job. You should know what you're doing. But I don't know. I kind of wish that she would just leave my neck alone at this point since I feel like it's better. So, yeah, that's been going on. And it just sucks because it's like hundreds of dollars, which is part of the reason why we haven't gone to Capitol Grill. We're still going to go, but I need to get my money right because I've spent several $100s on these ongoing chiropractor appointments for my neck and for my back. She was saying though, like when we were going over my x-rays, I do have some issues. Like my spine is not right. And I've been having to like work on my posture. Like I'm conscious of it at least. So what happens when you get old? I know people are always leaving comments in my seafood boil video about how I don't look my age. I'm starting to feel it though. That's for sure. And it sucks. Out here feeling like an old woman. Yeah, I feel like this video is a lot longer than it needs to be. And I don't know if you guys like... I'm probably going to finish eating, but I think maybe I'll like finally stop talking.
Mm-hmm. Oh, looks like my battery is actually dying. We've been on here too long, but this was fully charged before I started. So, I guess noticing that, I'll try to sign off before it cuts me off. So anyways, it was so good to hang out with you guys. I'm sorry I've been away. I will be making more videos this week, I promise. And we're definitely going to celebrate 100K. Make sure you guys subscribe to my Instagram because I'm going to hold the giveaway on my Instagram channel. So it's Mukbang Mo, MUKBANGMO. What else do I have to say? Make sure that you have watched all of my videos or go back and watch all my videos because I'm going to be doing like a how well do you know me questionnaire for the giveaway prizes. My plan is to give away $500 in $50 increments. So I'm going to choose 10 people, the first 10 people that answer my 10 questions correctly. I'm going to send them a $50 Visa gift card. So that's the plan. Some of the questions are going to be fairly easy if you really have been following me. And then I think I'm going to put some of them that are really going to challenge you. Like, have you watched every video? Did you watch the whole video type questions? I mean, nothing crazy, but, you know, I'm going to make you guys work for it since there's over 100,000 of you now. And I'm only going to have 10 winners. So, yeah, make sure you're up to date on all the videos. And we are still going to go to Capitol. I think when I do go to Capitol, that's when I'm going to like actually announce. Well, the winners will already have the money, but I'll just give them like actual shout outs on the Capitol Grill Mukbang. And yeah, stay tuned. And I think that's all I have to say. I need to come up with a better ending for you guys. But yeah, this was fun. And like I said, I'll probably do the whole plant-based diet maybe 2-3 days out of every week because it wasn't horrible. And it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And I feel like that helps a little bit, you know. So, all right. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Before the camera, that was my outro, but I'm actually going to keep eating until the camera dies out. So I don't feel like getting up and I'm still eating. Can you guys tell how much guacamole I've had? It's almost empty. That is pretty good.